So, started with the so again. Never mind. Today we're going to have a little chat about Wonder Woman, the new film. I went to see it the other day. I hope you've all settled down. You got your pop, your crisps, yeah, whatever. And yeah, I went to see it the other day, and came out a little bit. I had to sit and think about it, so that's why it's taken me a while to get into this. But let me explain first before we get. I'm going to keep you in suspense. What I thought of the other DC films. So we started. Man of Steel was good. I like Henry Cavill. I like the setup of it. Lois Lane not so great. I think the ending was terrible. It was far too big, far too too much destruction. Then Superman versus Batman. Bit of a disaster. There are some bits I really love in it. I think Ben Affleck as... Did I say it right? You're going to heckle me at the back? Ben Affleck. Let's all say it together. Ben Affleck. Right. He was brilliant as Batman. I felt sorry for Henry Cavill because he was given... it was a bit duff, you know what I mean? Superman should not be grumpy. And that's all he was through the entire film. He just looked grumpy. He just kept walking in places like, oh, so... He was a teenager. I'm so fair. I'm like Superman. I shouldn't be here. Suicide Squad... The whole bag of... I like the film. I don't like the film. It's a difficult one. I'll talk about that in another video a lot longer, but trust me. I've watched it a lot, but I don't like it. But I do like it. So yeah, Wonder Woman. Drum roll. Liked it. Loved it. Thought it was brilliant. Gal Gadot, I hope I said that right, as Wonder Woman is brilliant. She's definitely got the... A lot of people were a bit critical when they first cast her, saying, well, she's not an Amazonian, she's not... Neither was Linda Carter. When you look at the two of them together, I saw some pictures the other day of the two of them together. They've got pretty much a similar body type, but it is a bit strange that she has... It's an Israeli accent, so everybody on the Amazonian island has the similar accent, which most of them are American doing an accent. So yeah, but yeah, the island was well portrayed. I like the fact that this is been set historically. It's World War One. I suppose they maybe tried to stay away from World War Two because of Captain America. I don't think so personally. I think they realised that Wonder Woman fit better in that era than the era of now, or at least Second World War. Yeah. Chris Pine was brilliant. I think Chris Pine is going to be like the next... I don't know, he could be the next Tom Hanks. Because he can do... What was the one that I watched the other day? Hell or High Water. I watched him in that. Everything I've watched him in, he's been good. I've enjoyed his performances. I think he's a great actor. But Hell and High Water, wow, it was a proper serious part, and he really did produce. I think, I don't know whether it won Oscars, I know it was up for some, but I think that film deserved to get a higher thing. Go have a look on here for the bit in the petrol station from that film. It's brilliant. I mean, he's done the serious stuff with that. He's done the comedy. He's done the action adventure stuff with like the Star Treks. I think he was brilliant, and I think he was brilliant in it. And they had a real chemistry. It seemed like a real, couple thing. I like the fact that they gave them like I want to say a Howling Commandos kind of thing, but they gave them a team, which made it interesting because so many of these things it's always him and her or her and him on an adventure. It did tickle me that for the first half on the Amazonian island, there was a lot of slow motion fight scenes which I was fine with, but it was a bit like having lens flare in the Star Trek film. Every time there was a chance, let's throw some in there. But no, still good. The fight scenes, I don't know if you've seen this, I don't want to spoil it, I'm not going to go into real deep plot things, but there's a fight scene sort of around the middle bit with the trenches and the battlefield and in the village, and it's brilliant. I mean, it is a really, really well choreographed, well presented fight scene. You really do get a feeling that she can kick ass, excuse my French, but she can really fight. There's a little bit with the lasso, however you say it, and that did feel a little bit CGI. But yeah, that was just one little bit. I like what they did with the villains in it. I thought it was clever. I want to spoil it because this is just me recommending it to you. I want you to go see it. That's the point of these. I want to spoil them for you. You should go see these films because the more people that go and put bums on seats, the more of these films they will make. Yeah, I think the villains in it were quite good. It was nice to have an ending that didn't have some big hole in space with aliens coming through it. It's nice that when she's fighting the villains, she's fighting real people, not either aliens or some kind of weird monstery things. She's fighting germs and she kills people. Oh, she really is. I at the end of it, I was thinking, I want to see another film in this series, and I want it to be set historically as well. It would be nice. I would say that this is the best film that DC have done so far. I know the other ones. I know I had a little pop at them at the beginning, but it's hard to say. I love superhero films, and okay, my scoring thing: Superman, Man of Steel, would be an 8 out of 10. Batman versus Superman would be a 6, because the Batman I think is brilliant here. This is the first time we've seen Batman as Batman. Suicide Squad would be a 6 as well, because to me the characters are brilliant. They should have done something different with the plot. They should have done like a Mission Impossible. I have an idea for what they should have done. I might do a video about Suicide Squad and I'll mention it in that. But yeah, I've got a better idea. I have better ideas for all these films, but then that's me. I'm a geek. I read the comics. To me, the people that make these films need to start looking at, like Marvel did. This is why Marvel are working, because they look at what they've got in the comics, they take the best bits out, jiggle them around a bit and make a film. Where DC are trying to be different and do something different, and to me, it doesn't always work. So I would give this a 9. Difficult to get to. I would give it a 9. I enjoyed it. I want to go see it again. It's a fun film. It's got the comedy which they needed. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the other ones are humorous. I don't understand why people say, "Oh, they're not fun." They're not. You know, to me, if you're going to make a film, you've got to have comedy in it, because then you care about the character that you're watching. You need to feel that connection. And like I say, I'm hoping that I don't know what the next one they're doing is. We know what the Marvel ones are, but I hope when Batman comes around that Ben Affleck, because Ben Affleck is the best person in the. Have I said Ben Affleck enough? I don't know, because I think he was brilliant. I know we've got the Justice League next, and I've already watched the trailers a few times and thought this looks bad. So hey, but I'm hoping now Joss Whedon's got his hands in it, he'll give it a bit of a polish and we'll get something a little bit more fun, something more Avengers than Suicide Squad. But anyway, so that's my little rant. If you'd like to see more like this, etc., etc., you want to leave me a message, a comment, a thumbs up, a thumbs down. Please don't forget to pick up all your crisp packets, and you with your pickled onions and your just leave it in the bag. Prawn toast. Who brings prawn toast? Well, he does. I know, but anyway, on that bombshell, I shall see you all really soon with some more videos, some more entertaining stuff. And I hope you all have a lovely day, lovely night, lovely week, or whatever you're doing at the moment. And I will see you all really soon. Have a great one.